the quad runs, and even just like you said, the stack is a huge part of it, because whenever KGB is there in the quad room and he's got like 200, he's not going to be moving from that point.
Yeah. See, here's the problem that I have.
He's the 100-pound gorilla.
With DM6 is that there are fewer items to control, and right now I have seen KGB and Swooped dominate items. So what I'm afraid of, like, see, with CTN you should have the yellows to work with, just like in 1v1 when you are the out player. Just like in, you know, Team DM works the same way. When you're the out team, you have yellows and mega to work with. You usually have one less yellow to work with because of the location of the plasma yellow armor being very close to quad, and that's where the dominant team's going to be for a good portion of the map every couple of minutes. But with DM6, when it's just red, quad, and yellow to work with, I don't think it's going to bode well here. So.
Huh. And again, even here, you can really see just the difference in movement between the two teams. We could see Swooped and KGB just shoving down rockets, and they, you know, I'm kind of sad that that ended right there, because I wanted to see the resolution of it. Even though we knew what it was going to be, they were trapped up in that hallway. There was nowhere they could go.
Okay, let's call out a few things. Impressives. There is no spoon and Swooped. KGB and Swooped hit something like 6 and 5 impressives each. James, I think, or maybe it was Bladrix, hit 1, and I can't remember who, the other, you know, who is who, but the other one didn't hit any impressives. The other big thing was that they each died on the red team 38 and 40 times respectively. So, you know, survivability. If we go back to the very start of that match, Jahar, you were talking about how KGB was surviving. He would back out of fights and survive with 5 health, but then, you know, he would bide his time without dying and get back to a pretty healthy stack. And he ended that thing with, I think it was like, you know, 10 deaths or something ridiculous. So, you know, that survivability becomes such a huge factor in Team Deathmatch, and I've said it many times before in previous seasons. I will say it again. Team Deathmatch, in my humble opinion, is far more about whether or not you're giving up the frags than it is are you getting the frags. So we're going to go live in DM6. Jahar, why don't you take us away?
Sure will, and Swooped is going to be spawning mid, getting a little indecisive about where to go, but apparently hearing from KGB where he is at, Swooped is going to be grabbing shotgun, heading back over towards Plasma, not seeing that up, and so Swooped is going to be out of items, at least initially. Going over to James, and we're seeing a first initial rocket battle there, mid-level. And James is getting caught out here with rockets a little bit.
They let him go.
Fragless, but James...
Swooped was cornered. Swooped was cornered by 2 players. You know, he was being pushed towards pillars, and I know I saw the other teammate up at Red Armor. Why the fuck did Swoop not die? That is a miscommunication in my humble opinion. James, I mean, rather Bladrix is doing a great job fighting for his life here. And James was able to scoop up the quad and get an excellent and tie up the game. But, you know, kind of lucky, I think.
Yeah, very. And James just definitely got caught out there. But now he does have the quad damage. But he's having some connection issues. I was first seeing that packet dropped when he grabbed quad. Let's pause the match here a little bit, make sure everything's okay. James is like, I'm cool, dude. I'm cool. Everything's good. Don't worry about me.
Prepare to fight.
Oh, he's on wireless. Okay.
Alright.
Disable the wireless 0 configuration.
Maybe just take a second to make sure it's totally clear who the players are, because I guess there's some confusion on IRC. There is no Spoon as KGB, and Swooped is Pyro.
Yeah, everyone already knows this,
And
though.
those are pretty well-known aliases.
Yeah, yeah, we already kind of mentioned that. It's not like they're using something totally unheard of. These are aliases that KGB, for example, used in all your base several times, and honestly, at this point, you can't really say that Swooped is an alias for Pyro, because I think that he uses Swooped more than he does Pyro now. So, his alter ego has taken first place. So, oops.
Whoops.
James having to hold his fire.
Don't do that, James.
Yeah, he held his fire, sort of.
One rocket to your teammate's bad. We can call it what we want, but KGB getting backed up here. Plasma coming up the shaft as KGB takes control of red armor. Looks like, wow, he's not giving that up, but he's gonna face it into the ground.
Sorry,
Just
I always
one
love
more
it when.
jump, that's all I need.
Yeah, exactly. Just needed 5 more health. Alright, so now one thing that we haven't really talked about here is the use and control of the railgun. And so, if we cycle through the players here, blue team not really needing it or wanting it, but I think one of the reasons why this game is so close right now is because for a portion of it, oh, wow, what a steal of quad.
Wow.
For a portion of it, though, IAM has been controlling the rail. Now, this is funny. This is a lack of communication. Yeah,
James is cheeky.
did not need to wait
wow.
there. Well, I think that he was.
He didn't win that one, but I like his style.
Yeah.
Gonna be coming through here any minute.
Like a Bugs Bunny shot. All right, so 10-6, even without the quad, DFM is starting to get a little bit of a lurch ahead of their opponents. We are going to stick with James though, because well, they need to make a press in on red, and there's a nice long-range railgun. So that's Swoop taking out Blatrix, and he will also take out James. Very solid defense of red. Let's go find where KGB is at. He is covering rail, making sure the other team doesn't get it. He's hurt, but he is the survivor, and he's going to back off. There should be a 50 here. Nope, it's actually gone. And he's going to hope that it comes back pretty soon. Dropping on the 25 instead. Replenish rail, and here is his prize. It's going to be a red armor. And now we can go hunting again. We've got about 50 seconds until quad. You see how he's picking these long-range fights against the shotgun? No problem. That's an easy frag. And that'll be a nice spawn frag. He can move in for the kill.
And Swoop's right now finally getting knocked down as I was just watching him, but Blatrix taking yellow arm. But that was a lot of time when Swoop is over on the other end of the map, just baiting out IAM and just doing a lot of damage while he was at it. So that means that Blatrix finally getting over here to the other side of the map is going to be wondering, we were fighting, weren't we?
Swoop just saved KGB's ass with his MG. KGB was going around a rocket and kind of darted into the room and ran close range against the shotgun. And he ended up with 4 health, swooped. Well, he swooped in and saved the day. Quad up in 1. KGB has a time to a T and will pull down 2 frags. That's going to make it a 21-8 as he gets an excellent on the exit. And here's red armor. And I smell a huge quad run, folks. Let's see if he can make the damage unfold. Swooped also picking up 1 for himself. And now KGB checking the hiding spots. Listening for jump pads.
Checking the
Here's
hiding
the drop
spots,
down.
not finding anybody. There we go.
Yeah, but he
now
heard the
he's got
drop.
both caught out in the shotgun corridor, and he's going to be taking a nice down. Was that his 3rd excellent? Nice.
Yeah, it's good times right there. Yeah, very, very nice quad run. And he's checking shards. The guy was on mid-level, lucky him. But again, the sound cues there really helping the quad carrier figure out where to make his attack. And I think that had the whoever did that drop not made the big crunch sound, tried to be a little bit more cryptic with where he was landing, that would have been a much better choice. But KGP, the astute player that he is, picks up a whole slew of frags, and at this point, it's only 6 minutes in, but you gotta wonder. 60% rail, by the way, KGB.
Yeah, this is a great blowout here, and actually we're seeing KGB and Swooped being pretty comfortable here over on the pillars. They're not really having to move from this very much. They've been pretty much running red armor, quad damage, and not Actually, the only reason they have ever been going over towards yellow armor is just to kind of reap the harvest by having both of them kind of cornered back there.
Yeah, right now
From both sides, I mean, that was his textbook.
IAM
That was just beautiful.
Yeah, it